Yourselves, everyone, you got Willem, right?
Willem, academy.
From
And
From Hell's Gate.
And I am Mona of Heaven's Gate.
right, good, okay. So, and I'm Magnus, and I'm from Torador. Right, so let's think about the spear for a second, okay? What is the spear's role on the field?
Basically, it's stabbing
What?
Basically, it's stabbing everything else.
Okay. Who else has some thoughts?
The best role for it is right behind the shield wall. I think the other person's shield.
Okay.
The line fighting.
Yeah, right behind.
So, you know, often spears are called support weapons, and that term is kind of misleading, because when you're in a battle, at least a battle of any size, 10 on 10, the spear is really a weapon that does a lot of killing. Because the spearman gets a disproportionately large number of kills per battle. So really, the swords and shields are there to support the spear. That is, if you're fighting spear, your teammates with shields should be there keeping you from getting shot with arrows, so that you can just stab the living hell out of everything there, right? And in order to do that, you need to, know how to position yourself and how to, the different throws, the different shots you can throw against your opponents. So this is a function of your stance, the way you hold the spear, the way you generate power, and the targets that you pick for. And it's also a function of the way that you interact with your teammates to open up targets for each other. Right? One spear by itself is pretty effective. Two spears are more than twice as effective, right? Because they complement each other. So, generally speaking, because sword and shield is the most common weapons combination in the field, and because it's going to be in the front of any shield wall, obviously, that's what you're going to be fighting against most often. So let's say that Willem right here, you can go with the shield. Okay. Yep. Okay. And okay. So now, just fighting him one-on-one here. If you can back up a little bit. If I'm fighting Willem one-on-one, there's not a whole lot I can do aside from maybe take his leg and then kind of stand here and kind of poke at him for a while. Because first thing you want to do is just step into me, right? Move my spear side. I would recommend the other side actually. Yeah, like move my spear aside and then hit me, right? And I mean, I could sort of run away, but it's hard to really counterattack as I'm running away, except by maybe doing that. But even so, it's not going to be all that effective. So if you find yourself by yourself, alone, with just your spear, you immediately want to, run away from anyone who is attacking you, unless it's a two-sword guy, because you can probably do pretty well against them. But you want to run back to where your teammates can support you. But let's say we're on a line, here, Torador, let's say you have the shield too, right? And sword. Okay. Right. So let's say you two are line right there. Let's say I have some friends here with with shields to protect me. Right now, I'm feeling pretty good because I know that if these guys step forward to try to take my spear out of commission, I have a teammate right here who's going to hold them off, right? So I have the advantage of my superior range. So what I want to do is get your shield up a little bit like that, right? What I want to do is just look for all of the targets that immediately present themselves, which are basically their legs for right now. Now, of course, if someone is using a huge tower shield that goes way down to the ground, that's not going to be an option, but we can talk about how to deal with that as well. So if I see, right, the legs are open, I'm just going to come in, go for the legs like that, and know that my teammates are going to be there to protect me, okay? Now, so again, legs, right? And they can't really counterattack against me because I'm all the way back here. And if they move the shields down too far, then my teammates are going to be able to come in and attack the shoulders. So the legs are a good first target to look for. Because once you take out people's legs, the effectiveness of their shield wall drops immediately, and your teammates can start encroaching because they are now better protected against the people on the ground. But that's not the only thing that you want to be going for. Obviously, just like everyone, you want to be going for the kill. And the spear is especially gratifying in that regard, because if you can get someone right in the gut, they immediately crumple. Well, at least assuming you hit them hard enough. You basically force people to take good deaths.